What's up, Ivy Faithful? Primetime here, aka the resident editor of It'sAllViral.com, and unfortunately Mike Rodolfi is going to be out for the next week because he has a well-deserved vacation ahead of him. Until he comes back, I'm going to be doing the commentaries here on the YouTube channel, and we're going to start with today's video, which is something that is based off one of our galleries on It'sAllViral.com. So today on the Ivy channel, we want to do something completely different and give you guys something based off of one of our galleries on the website. If you haven't checked these out already, we cover everything from daily funny pictures to weird eBay items on It'sAllViral.com/galleries. And in this Ivy exclusive, we want to give you a video based off the 15 childhood school memories gallery and give you the 7 things we remember having in elementary school. Now, of course, we were there to learn and such, but we are talking about the things that make us wish we were back in elementary school. So sit back, relax, and get ready to ride the nostalgia train into your childhood. Number 1. I know I'm going to sound old school here, but back in my day, there weren't any iPhones or cell phones in elementary school. If you wanted to send a secret message to a friend or a crush, you had to work on your penmanship and your ability to sneak a note in class. That's right, the old school passing notes is one of the things you probably remember doing in elementary school. Number 2. Okay, let's admit it, we haven't really gone to the library as often as we did in elementary school. But even if you go to one today, you won't see the system used like it was back then. I'm talking about the Dewey Decimal System, aka the one thing about libraries that you totally forgot about, and the card system it had in libraries. Today, we have computers for that, but nothing brings back memories of being absolutely bored out of your mind like these things. Number 3. Now that we went through one of the most boring parts of elementary school, let's go over one of the tastiest, lunch. Some of us had to deal with whatever those sloppy joes were made of and those tiny milk cartons, where we learned that chocolate milk was one of the greatest elementary school beverages of all time. And yes, of all time. Sorry, I pulled a Kanye there. But some of us brought lunch, and when we did, we had to get the coolest, most awesome metal lunchbox with our favorite superhero on it. I mean, look at these things. Batman, Superman, Rescue Rangers, just the whole lot is just awesome. Number 4. Before the lunch bell rang, the only other thing that we looked forward to was recess. Why? Because running outside for almost an hour is the best way to deal with all the boring school stuff. But the one thing we all dreaded was something that came around towards the beginning and end of the year. A metal slide that was hotter than hell itself. Or at least, it seemed like it was. Either way, you learned quick when you slid down the slide that metal attracts heat, and there was only like 30 days out of the year where you could use these things because they were hotter than Satan's butt itself. Number 5. This is one thing that we wish we all had at our jobs. Your boss, or whoever tells everyone to stop working there, brings in a television on wheeling cart and everyone watches a movie for a whole hour without doing anything. I don't think anyone complained when this happened in elementary school, and we got especially hyped if the video wound up being Schoolhouse Rock. Yes, Conjunction Junction was my jam back when I was 8. Number 6. The only thing that took more time out of class than those televisions on rolling carts was a book fair. And to be honest, if you didn't have a book fair in your elementary school, I feel sorry for you. Picture yourself and your friends going around and looking at a bunch of either children's books or Harry Potter books, or my favorite, those old school cheat code guides from way back in the day for a whole hour. Seriously, it was one of the best ways to spend your time when you didn't want to do any testing, any work at all. And finally, number 7. Gaming back in the day was limited in elementary school. But when you got to get on a computer, the games we played were some of the best in the world. Now, I'm not talking about like the Mavis Beacon typing games or anything like that. I'm talking about the quintessential game for school and quote-unquote learning, the Oregon Trail. And now, if you excuse me, I'm going to find a website that has this game and try not to decide dysentery. Those are the 7 things that we here at IAV remember most from elementary school. If you have anything that you remember from your early childhood, put it in the comment section below. I love to see what, everybody else thinks they remember from elementary school or what it's like overseas, because usually these things happen around the States and we don't really have a lot of experience across the pond except for How-To Gains, but he is our main editor. So that's all the time we have for today, folks. Thank you for allowing me to come commentate. I'm going to be on for the next 2 videos, and as always, guys, stay trending.